Hey guys, this is Arrowsing Samurai bringing you another Redstone tutorial. And today again, we're near a village. I don't know why, it just always spawns near me. So, yeah. So this one, I've got two actual things here. The other one's on the side of that wall there. I'll show you that in a minute. This is kind of the basis of it, and I figured it'd be easier if I showed you this little part first. So, this is how you create an infinite signal out of a temporary one, like a pressure plate or what's it called, a button. So when you step on this pressure plate, it's going to want to send the signal through here. As you can see, it is blocked. That's why this other trail is here. So this other trail is going to invert that signal, unblocking this. But you have to make sure you have some delay. It has to be like the full third setting on that relayer, so that will go in time, and then the signal will go through, and it'll go through over here. It'll turn on the little piston there, and the piston will go up. So that's just the first part. So here's how you make sure it locks to the on, and then since that signal was delayed, that one will go back and it'll lock this in the on position. So now here comes the other part. This is how you turn it off. To turn it off, you're going to need to make sure that this signal here from the pressure plate does not get to that, or else it'll just keep it on. So you need some delay repeaters. I keep calling them relayers. You need those to come. So once this is turned on and locked in the on position, it will turn these on. And this will block the signal from getting from that pressure plate, and with the delays I've set, it'll make it so that make sure this is off. The only problem with this is you have to get off the pressure plate quickly, so you can't if they stand on the pressure plate for more than just like crossing it, then it's going to lock this in the on position and the piston's going to be on forever. So just demonstration. Okay, signal went through, locked that in the on position, locked that in the off so the signal can't get back through, unlock that so it turns off, and there goes the piston down. So pretty simple, looks a little more complicated than it actually is. Hope I did a good job explaining it. So here is just a use I've made out of that. This one is actually pretty complicated. So this is a vertical piston elevator. You can expand this as much as you want. You can make it as tall as you want using this design. You're just going to have to kind of make bigger and more delays and stuff. So first off, over here we've got the pressure plate system with the locking on the on position, because I felt like doing that instead of doing a switch. And plus it's just cooler. Yeah, basically. So yeah, it does that. Now, when you're turning the pistons on, this is important. The bottom one has to go first, then the middle, then the top. So the top one is always going to be the last one. One below it's going to be one before that, and so on. You're always going to have, you can't push up an open piston, so the bottom has to open first. So that's why I have this no delay on this relayer or repeater, and then this one's got one little tick thing of delay, and that's got the full 3 ticks, so that one will turn on last. Of course, I mean, it's really not that hard, because actually that probably doesn't matter. I feel stupid now. Wow, because that's gonna push it up, and then yeah, you don't really, I guess you need that. I'm not sure. You could try it without. If it doesn't work, then do it the way I showed you here. Okay, so that's the important part. It turns on. So I'm going to turn it on real quick. Okay, see, it works. It's on. Now the tricky part is getting it down, because the piston is not going to pull down an open piston. So that means you're going to have to turn that off, and then that one, and then that one. So it has to go in reverse order of when you put it up. So that means you're going to have some more signals and stuff like that. So to make it so the second time when you step on the pressure plate, it turns off, I've got this redstone trail here that's going to go over and turn them off in a minute. I'm going to show you how that works. But in order to make it so that it doesn't turn them on in the reverse order, you need to make sure that only when the trail is on that keeps them on can the signal get through, which you just take it off of that locking trail, the one that locks it in the off position for the turning off of it. Yeah, that. So just run a trail off that, run an inverter, and then do another relayer like so that it'll turn off when the pistons are up. Okay, so you got that. I think I covered everything, I suppose. Yeah. So now from here, the signal's going to go over here. It's going to go around. So now this signal, once the signal gets over here, this trail is still going to be lit. Still going to be lit, powering that. You need to turn off the top two signals first, though, which is why I put in the comparator, so that when that signal comes in, it's going to turn this trail off, which will turn that one off and then that one, so it works, right? So then from here, this one is going to turn off by that point. From all the delays I put in, it'll be about time for that to turn off. That'll turn off. That's going to go down. For some reason, when that goes down, it doesn't like to pull this one down too. Don't ask why. I don't know. But you're going to have to put in a you're going to have to cycle the piston. So what this means is take that signal that goes over to the comparator, run another trail out here with a bunch of delays on it over here to that piston, so that when it goes down, a few seconds later, it's going to come up and grab it again, and it'll pull it down. That time it'll work. I don't know why. It just is that way, and I haven't figured out how to do it correctly or whatever. So, and then after that, this top piston is going to be floating in the air, even with that dirt block there. So you need to cycle this middle piston again to go up and pull that down. So you just put a couple more delays in, redstone, and it's going to pull that down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you how it works. And then it recycles, goes up, that one cycles, pulls it down. Okay, so yeah. So it works, turns on, and turns off. Okay, so probably later this week, I'm gonna clean this up, make it look nice. I'll probably put an elevator that has multiple floors with like button switches, so you can click floor 3 or floor 2 or something. So I'll have that probably later in the week. You guys, this is kind of complicated circuit. If you want to examine it more closely, I will put this world in a download of the world in the description, so you can take a look at it more closely and stuff. And then it's kind of pointless, decorative kind of thing. I'll show that probably later in the week as well. So yeah, that'll be later in the week, those things. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed and found this useful and entertaining and stuff. If you like this tutorial, please click the like button below. If you hated it, click the dislike button below. And if you want to see some more, click the subscribe button. That way you won't miss the awesome elevator with multi-floor buttons and stuff. Or that thing. Okay. So, yeah, other stuff coming up. I'll have Sky done again later this week. And I think that's about it. Yeah. So, see you next time, guys.